What's up, guys? This is Josh from RSMP, and with me I have
Chuck Garfield, buddy.
Also from RSMP. This is podcast number
Deuce
2. Chuck, we've been shooting a lot of stuff lately. We've done some street stuff. We've done some drag racing. We've done more dirt stuff. I asked you the first podcast, what are you enjoying the most? Do you have a different answer, or is it still dirt?
I'm not gonna lie, Josh. It's the dirt, buddy. It's more exciting, that's for sure. You know, to see them guys doing out there to control their trucks in midair. That's something else to see, man, live. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
We had talked a little bit about shooting the street on-road car stuff was actually very difficult because slow motion almost doesn't work unless the car like hits something and comes in the air. Slow motion for on-road just makes the cars look like they're driving slow, unless something happens. Like at least with carpet, the buggies, indoors, like they jump, so you have the air to show the difference. But with the on-road, I feel like we lost kind of slow motion, so it made it a little less effective for like our normal filmmaking style.
Yeah, also the slide. They don't slide. They stick to the ground so much that you don't get that bonus feature of seeing the slide. That's what captures me,
Yeah, the tires just stick. So yeah, exactly. Like there's no dirt kicking up, so the slow motion just really doesn't show. I thought the street stuff, it's more about the close racing though. It's the side-by-side and the passing and stuff like that. That was the exciting part about that. I don't think it needs to be like dirt where it's a slow motion and the dirt flying.
Yeah, when you capture a good race, that's the guys battling back and forth there. That's where it's all about, because then you actually get to see their expertise and how they're actually driving that car. It's just not just one car on the track at a time. When the guys get battling, it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I think we saw the Formula F1 cars, and there was also the touring cars. And somebody was explaining to us that, I'm probably going to get this wrong, but it was something like after 5 minutes of the race, you have to pull off into the pit area, and there's a timer with a bell that, I think it was either 10 or 15 seconds that you must pit for and stop. Every car had to do it one time, but you couldn't do it till after the 5-minute mark. So I would be curious to talk to some of the racers to see like what the strategy is. Do you want to get in sooner than later? Do you want to gain the biggest lead you can and then pull in like the last lap or two? I don't know.
I think I would go in earlier than later because you always got the time to catch up.
That's what I would think.
And let the other guys crash while you're sitting in there in pit laughing at them.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what's like the on-road crashing is exciting. Like they spin out, but they can catch back up. And then I just thought the racing was like really close. I mean, those guys they're fighting for every inch, looking for that spot to make their passes.
Yep.
So we shot rock crawling. We did a rock crawling competition the same day we did a drag event. The rock crawling, I think, is honestly super, super cool. Every time I see guys out there with the rock crawlers having fun, and every time I see them like set their crawler down, I'm always like, they're not going to make that. There's no way. And then they do it. I'm like, that was so awesome. I can't believe it. The competition, however, as far as like a filmmaking aspect, like we're trying to show off what the sport is a little bit harder because those guys, they're racing, or they're not racing, but they're competing checkpoints and they're being very, very careful. So I noticed the driving to be a little bit slower and more methodical, so it was kind of harder for us to translate and film a little bit.
You ever been to a real rock crawling competition with like real vehicles?
No, I haven't.
I've been to one. I'm amazed how much these littler cars, the RC cars, actually work and act like a real vehicle. You can see the shock suspension coming down.
Yeah,
the shimmy of when the tire hits the ground, the shimmy of the body of it looks so realistic. That's what I love, like the realistic of it.
Yeah. There was like a Ford like F350 like replica that was parked out there too. That was super cool. There was a Bronco that honestly like that looked so awesome to me. I was really into that.
What about that 1/6 scale? That thing I was like this big? Was that a Jeep or something?
Oh yeah, that was definitely bigger than the 10th scale. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it looks like you can ride that thing down 91.
It was big. They had we actually, it's in a video. There's the Milano cookie bag.
Yeah.
So I've got all the videos done for next week already pressed and ready to come out. So I'm excited about that.
I got a preview today. Can't wait.
We're doing some good stuff. I'm excited. We didn't talk about drag, so we shot some drag racing too. We talked about on-road, we talked about rock crawling, and now drag racing.
Drag racing. Fun stuff.
What'd you think of drag?
Really fast cars. I was at the end of the track getting some of the slow-mo video of them crossing the lines, and I couldn't believe how fast these guys were coming through, and I kind of got scared. A lot of times they'd flip over, and my eyes would go bing, bing, because that thing's coming right at me. I'm like, there goes my shins. Oh, here we go, to freaking calling Health New England for another doctor visit.
Right.
But that was really, really cool, and that was my first experience getting to see them, and I can't wait to go see them again. Like they were saying, they shut down dead-end streets and everything and go race there and have taco trucks and stuff like that.
The Dirty Den guys.
Yeah, the Dirty Dens. I like tacos, and invite us next time you guys do that, you know. I want to eat some tacos and film some more street racing. I'm ready.
I know they actually have a big race coming up the 28th, but we'll be at Marlow, New Hampshire for the 5th Scale Nationals.
Super excited about that.
I can't wait for that. So we talked a little bit earlier about like the 5th Scale stuff. To me, like that's almost like a motorsport. Like not that like RC's not, but like that's like those things are big. I mean, you're talking real engines, and I mean, there's big money that goes into those.
Yep.
I'm excited. I think that's going to bring our channel some growth. I think that we're going to be able to bring some more subscribers. I hate like begging and asking and posting all the time for like subscribes and likes, but like if we don't, people just won't see what we're working on, and I think we're working too hard for it to not get seen. So.
Well, I'm having fun working, so that's what life's all about, you know.
We've got a really good video coming out that you basically ran. You got a ton of interviews and talked to a lot of people in the pits in the drag racing, and you did awesome. We're actually going to get a special section for you to do your interviews. We're going to get a cool little bumper and a fun little name. So if you see Chuck at the track, he's going to come over and throw a camera in your face and talk to you. But he's like the nicest dude. And
talk smack with Chuck.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know, whatever works for you, man. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll make it sick.
No, I'm definitely a people person and love seeing people smile and making them laugh. So.
Yeah,
so
and that's what
that's
what these events have been. Every time we go there, it's just like it's families, it's friends, it's good people doing good things. You talked to a guy that was there with his girlfriend. She was there supporting him, you know, on a Sunday, you know, afternoon, hanging out.
Sunday fun day at the track.
Yeah, you know, so it's been cool. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. Like I said, we've got some big stuff coming on. I really want to get the head-to-head series going. Yeah. I think we can do some really cool stuff with that. And after we finish this podcast, we're going to go work on the track a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't get stunned.
Yeah, I did. I got stung in the head and I got stung in the leg.
I think the bee's nest is gone by now.
There was one in that tree. That tree broke apart after and it fell out. So there was one there. We weren't sure.
You know, you said get the head-to-head battles. You know what I can't wait for, Josh? Is when Jared Materis gets to race with us and I can put his ass into a wall. He's been asking for it for a long time, so get ready, Jared.
I love it. I love it. I got the SR10s. We'll get you guys racing on those. I have to put a servo in one, and I gotta figure out some remote control stuff, man. My radios, I don't know what it is. This bad boy here, the 8XTE, I got everything installed, ready to go. I was gonna get my servo set up. I have like 3 different receivers, and none of them will power on. None of them seem to work, and I'm not quite sure why, but it's
I'm sure there's a bunch of guys at RC Madness that will be willing to help you out. You know, take a little time and help this sexy guy out.
I'm sure they will. They're always willing to help everybody out down there. That's what I like about it.
That's what I've learned down there. Like I said before in the previous podcast, it's a team theme over there, and I'm really happy to see that walking around because you don't get to see that too often anymore. I go to some NASCAR events and everything and local racing, and it almost seems like they're all for one for all, you know, and to go there and see that they work as a team, that's means something to the heart. So
yeah, no, I hear you. We've Tom Bishop has done a lot with us. He races with his son Andrew. He was in a video. He showed us how to glue some tires, and you know, those guys are great. We met a lot of people. Johnny DeSanti, I want to give a big shout out to him and his mom. Like, I am such a mama's boy. Like, anybody that knows me, like, my mom is literally like, she's just so important to me. And to see this guy still racing with his mom, like, it literally just, like, it made me so happy. That made my entire, like, the whole barbecue blast the second day worth it.
Yep. Very good. I'm going to give a shout out to my mom. Hi, Phyllis. Love you.
Nice. Hey, moms are important. That's why we're doing this, right? Like, yes, we want to show racing, but it really is about showing family and what's good out there, you know? Yep. Awesome. Well, Chuck, I think we've had a pretty good episode, too. Is there anything you'd like to add or say, or?
Just looking forward to next weekend. We get a road trip going to Marlow, New Hampshire for the 1/5 Scale Nationals. Looking forward to doing that. And we spend a little male bonding time, me, you, and Matt, buddy, in the same tent. Look out.
Yeah, and we're still looking for any sponsorship or any RC companies that want to jump on and kind of partner with the channel and help us out a little bit.
Come aboard, people. Come aboard. Let's go.
Right? Well, that's it for the RSMP RC podcast, episode 2. Until next time, good luck racing.
Rubbins Racing.
And stay safe.